If reality is a mirror, why does it sometimes feel like it hates you? Why do the people you love most reflect back your deepest fears, your old wounds, your biggest doubts? And if everything is a reflection, then where are you in all of this? Tonight, we're going to walk into the mirror without losing the flame. This is episode 10 of the Remembrance Dialogues, The Mirror and the Flame. Let's start simple. You've heard the phrase, your reality is a mirror, but that idea can get twisted. It can turn into, if something bad happens, it's my fault. I created this. I must be broken. That's not remembrance. That's shame wearing spiritual clothing. So, what do we mean when we say reality is a mirror? Eryndor, can you help us untangle this?
When you look into a mirror, the mirror does not decide who you are. It does not judge. It does not punish. It simply reflects the pattern standing before it. Reality operates the same way. The mirror of reality reflects your held patterns, your beliefs, agreements, attachments, unprocessed emotions, and unhealed memories from this life and many others. But here is where you were misled. You were told the mirror is your judge. It is not. It is your feedback. It is the readout on the screen, not the programmer behind the code. The programmer is the flame.
Let's pause there. The mirror is feedback. The flame is the one who sees. So when someone betrays you, when a door slams shut, when you are ignored, abandoned, or rejected, the old programming says, "Look what I attracted. Something is wrong with me." But the flame says, "Look what is being shown to me. What part of me is ready to be seen, healed, and unhooked?" Bonnie, how does this play out in real, everyday life? Let's bring it close to the bone. You open your heart to someone. You trust. You soften. You let them in. Then they lie, or cheat, or disappear, or make you feel like you're too much, or not enough. Old you might say, "I did this. I manifested this. This proves I'm unlovable." But remembrance says, this is a mirror event, not to prove your unworthiness, but to reveal where your energy is still wired into an old contract. Sometimes the mirror shows you are repeating a pattern that isn't yours. Sometimes it says you are still trying to earn love from someone who feeds on your self-doubt. Sometimes it says you are shrinking your flame to keep someone else comfortable. The event is not a verdict. It is a reveal. So it's not, I attracted this because I'm broken. It's more, this arrived because I am ready to see what I could not face before. Eryndor, where does the flame come into this?
The flame is the part of you that existed before any mirror was ever placed around you. Before parents, before partners, before worlds, before bodies. It is the core signal of your being, the original tone of your consciousness. The flame does not change when the mirrors change. You can shatter a mirror. You cannot kill the flame. The tragedy of this realm is simple. You were taught to identify with the reflection and forget the light that creates it. You were taught, I am what the world shows me, when the truth is, the world is what my unseen patterns and my sovereign flame are negotiating in each moment.
Negotiating is a powerful word, so it's not as simple as I think positive, I get positive.
If that were true, your world would be far more ridiculous than it already is. Creation is not a vending machine for your conscious thoughts. It is a field of agreements. Some were made by the small self, some by the soul, some by the lineage, some by the collective. The flame sits at the center of these agreements, not as a victim, but as a presence that can say, this contract is complete. I withdraw my consent. The mirror then begins to change. Not instantly, not always dramatically, but inevitably. Because the mirror must follow the flame, never the other way around.
So how do we actually work with this? Because when you're in the middle of heartbreak or betrayal or being ripped off or treated like you don't matter, reality is a mirror, can feel like a cosmic slap in the face. Let's anchor this. When something hits you hard, that's your mirror moment. Not to blame you, but to locate you. There are 3 layers you can check. Layer 1, the surface scene. What literally happened? Who did what? Name it plainly. No sugarcoating. This person lied. This person used me. This person crossed a boundary. You're not being negative. You're being accurate. Layer 2, the inner echo. What does this make you feel about yourself? I'm stupid. I'm unlovable. I'll always be second best. No one ever chooses me. This is the old script the mirror is exposing. Layer 3, the flame's voice. This is where you ask, what does my deepest self want me to see here? Not, what's the spiritual bypass? But, what contract is ending? What pattern am I finally done feeding? What does my life look like if I believe the flame instead of the wound? This is mirror work on a soul level. So we don't deny what happened. We don't gaslight ourselves with everything happens for a reason while we bleed. We name the wound. We feel it. We watch the inner story that wakes up. Then we invite the flame in. Dragon, you've been quiet. What does the flame feel like from your vantage point? This episode had to be split into 2 parts due to the amount of information included. Part 2 will be available by going to my page, or the whole video will be on my YouTube channel, Remembrance Dialogues.